every video that my instructor, like my lifeguard class showed for me of like kids dying from drowning to try to drill it in their brains. We watched 3 videos of kids like dying in pools, like
That's
actually
why,
video from like the 90s, and they were all black except 2 were black and 1 was Mexican. I was like, I guess whites are good swimmers, and everyone laughed and pat me on the back except for the one black kid. He just stared at me like, fuck you.
Was his name Tyrone? But that's why there are no large bodies of water in Detroit.
It was
Pools
actually
and
Danelle.
bathtubs are banned. Danelle?
Yeah, Danelle.
I actually know a girl named Danelle.
It's
I call her-
actually
Well, that's a
name.
fucking stupid thing. Her name is Danelle, and then her sister's name is Danielle. So, yeah, I know, it's fucking idiot. And I was like, who the fuck is your mom and dad? Retards? And then I screamed at her. So that's stupid.
Sometimes at the pool I'd get in really, really deep conversations like this to Devin, but she'd just get really creeped out because, I talk about stuff like this.
Alright.
I really...
Wait. Devin. Man name or girl name? What do you think of first? I personally think of a
Devin?
man.
Man.
The man!
Devin's a man name.
She was
Devin's
this
a
girl,
chick.
She was this girl at the pool whose name was Devin. I was like, you have a boy name. That's like the first thing I said to her, and she got mad at me. But she didn't know how to melt ice, and I got mad at her. I was like, you don't know how to melt ice, you dummy. Get out of here. I don't want to see your fat face again.
She grew up in South Pole.
No.
Her dad and mom were penguin explorers. They explored penguin colonies.
Or did they explore the colonies, or did they explore penguins?
No, this girl literally, Jules was like, well, the tap water there tastes terrible, but there's an ice machine. So what I always used to do, I pass this knowledge on to Jules.
Well, this is kind of what everyone does.
Yeah, it sort of spread the second year there. You fill up a water bottle with ice, you set it out in the sun and let it melt. Got great tasting water. Jules told the assistant to Devon, and she was like,
well, no, what I said is she kept drinking water from the bathroom. She's like, tastes gross. And I was like,
fresh from the toilet, just
I was like,
up.
Yeah, she was like some dumb dog, but no, I was like, but I was just like, just melt the ice.
It's like
and
that
she's
one
like,
in the...
ice? How do you melt ice? And I was like, you put it in outside, you fucking idiot. God damn, get out of here. Get out of here, Devin.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, she's really, like, I don't like her.
Alright, no, she actually does have
That's
Down
understandable.
syndrome.
She doesn't know how to melt ice.
I think she's
was
coming
really
back
mean
to the
her.
pool.
Oh, that's cool.
I was really mean to her, and Bradley was like, you should stop being mean to Devin. I was like, I guess so. But then every time I saw her stupid face, I would just get mad at her. It'd start all over. But I wouldn't really feel bad because she was kind
Jules,
of an
go off the top of your head. A celebrity's face that makes you mad.
Madonna.
Madonna?
Yeah, I don't
Tom
like
Hanks.
Madonna's face.
Tom Hanks' face
Really?
makes me mad.
Tom
Like,
Hanks.
Get out of here, you big hound dog. You big slappy face. Want to slap him? He's so slappable.
Nicolas Cage and Megan Fox.
Megan Fox
yes.
is a big one.
Yes.
Megan Fox looks horrible after her plastic surgery. She looks way worse. I was like, geez. You look dumb, Megan Fox. I said that on her Twitter, and she's like, shut up.
I call her Megan Fox.
Megan
Megan Fox.
Megan
Call her
Fox.
Megan Fox.
She had her like Transformer like 1 year of fame, and then she just blew it. That was it. She was one of those Gone in the Wind girls. You know?
I don't think she's done anything since then, really, has she?
She has
was
done
on this.
She's done
Well, anything
Emily's
big.
or whatever this body that was really big.
The
She
last
in a
thing I
vampire
saw.
movie?
Oh, yeah, Jennifer's Body.
Jennifer's body.
Yeah.
Or whatever it's called. Yeah, that was that vampire movie or whatever.
He was in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
It was that vampire. It was a vampire gore porn lesbo movie.
Yeah.
That was way before Ninja Turtles though. That was
yeah, that was like
played,
2010.
Yeah, that was like
played
right
April
after the first
O'Neil.
Transformers movie.
She played April O'Neil, and she looks no way Irish. And I was like, why is your last name O'Neil, you dummy?
How was she?
She's in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 2014 movie.
She was?
Yeah, she was. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's what
I didn't know
that's
that.
what I'm saying. No, but she plays April. She plays April O'Neil, and she's not. She does not look in the slightest Irish, and that makes me mad. April O'Neil and the comics and in the shows had red hair. Actually, the comics you couldn't really tell because they're black and white, but whatever.
Yeah, she really hasn't been in anything.
Yeah.
She's dumb. She's probably like a lot like Devin, but she doesn't know how to melt ice.
Bet you she doesn't know how to melt ice. I think she was in a couple of Victoria's Secret
Yeah.
Oh, she was in on Jonah X.
Jonah X. Fuck is that?
I don't remember that one.
I'll link it. Alright, linked it in D&D.
Click on it.
Well,
I don't care. This could be a dangerous site. I don't want to go there.
Jonah Hex 2010. U.S. military makes a scared bounty hunter with warrants on his own head an offer he cannot refuse.
Ex-military bounty hunter. One of those movies.
It's actually
they're,
pretty good.
they're coming to kill me.
Wait, who else was in it?
know about that.
I thought it was alright.
They stole my
John
family.
Malkovich.
Oh yeah.
My daughter, Megan Fox, has been stolen by the government. I'm an ex-soldier. I have the skills to get her back. Oh, that's what it was. Right, Trent? That's what it was.
Oh, Will Arnett was in it.
Does Will Arnett? Oh. Well,
Yeah, I like the main guy.
Hey, Trent, did you ever finish Freezing, that weird anime with the guy grabbing
No, I
his arm?
haven't watched it because
I watched a whole
weird.
bunch. Yeah,
I watched 2 episodes. I watched 2 episodes of it and I got mad. So I
That weird half rape scene was kind of strange.
Oh yeah, with the I thought it was kind of.
Well, I thought the whole thing was weird. Like he thought that was his dead sister, so he tackles her.
That threw me off. The whole incest type thing.
Gross,
No. What do you?
That and like the whole like weird stuff where they're abusing each other was weird.
Plus, like, okay, let's say this one chick runs up to us,
Fights were cool, though.
a big two-handed axe, goes right slashes her, like, bam, right hit to the torso. You think it would, like, split her whole body in half, this axe was so big. What's it do? Oh, it tears her clothes and a little bit of blood comes off, and like, oh, okay. That's when I dropped my American flag, I stood up, I smashed my laptop, and I said, I'm done.
Wow.
Anyways, Jules, I can't remember what I was going to bring up.
I think though all anime fans can agree that the most complex, well-written anime would be Naruto.
Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
Pokemon.
Everyone loves.
If you want a non-repetitive anime, go to check out Pokemon. Each episode is unique.
It's really underrated. Not a whole lot of people actually know about it.
Sometimes there will be an episode with Team Rocket. Sometimes there'll be another episode with Team Rocket.
Sometimes there'll be a third episode with Team Rocket. Or in the new ones, sometimes an episode with Team Plasma.
Rocket, sometimes when they beat them.
Spin-off episode where Don goes to the beauty pageant.
Sometimes it'll show them spin off into the sky and it'll show a big star in the sky, and sometimes it'll be a little star. You never know what's going to be. It's going to be
off again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, Jules, Jesse, hot or not?
No.
No.
Because when I was a little kid, I used to only pay attention to mystery.
James. Hey, Jules, did you ever see that episode where James had big tits?
Oh yeah, I did.
I thought it was the funniest thing. That show is so funny. The Americans ruined it.
A little bit.
Well, us Americans.
We
took
also
all the funny stuff out.
Yeah.
Even though Dragon Ball Z is very nostalgic or memorable for most Americans, we did kind of.
Dragon Ball Kai version, it sounds like the gayest thing out there.
Well,
they take out the cigarettes. They take out the beer. They take out the violence.
They take out half of the parts where they just stand there and yell at each other too.
Dude, but that's
my
also
favorite part.
Yeah, no,
All
that's
right,
good.
okay. Wait, let's have one discussion. All right.
Okay.
2 types of anime filler. I know there's more than 2 types, but these are just 2 types.
Yeah.
There's one type. No, not flashbacks. There's the one where they're staring at each other and each individual's thinking of his own strategies.
Yeah.
Such as Naruto. Very boring.
Naruto, where they're thinking like, I might attack him like this, but he might do that.
Yeah.
And then they finally do it, and it doesn't work, and they start all over again.
And then they start all over. How am I going to defeat him now? Let me think about it for 5 minutes.
Screw this, and
Or big buff guys in orange jumpsuits screaming at each other as loud as they can with electricity shooting out of their armpits. Like, that's good filler. Good stuff. And sometimes that Kamehameha actually does get me pumped up.
Oh yeah. No, I love Dragon Ball Z. Like, I couldn't imagine it without all of that filler.
Yeah.
Like,
And then flashbacks. Flashbacks are all over.
I like Dragon Ball Z does that so bad. Like one episode will be last time on Dragon Ball Z. That'll be the episode. It'll just be key moments, and then the current episode will just be scenes of the people thinking about what happened.
yeah.
It's just so bad.
The one anime I watched that had the most of that and the most annoying places was literally Naruto. Like I on certain parts of Naruto, I would just not pay attention because I was watching it with subtitles like in Japanese. I would just not pay attention because I'm like, there's gonna be a flashback, and sure enough, there's like hundreds of flashbacks back to that moment.
Yeah.
When
Like the
Naruto's
crazy
like,
Vietnam people.
it just keeps going on, and I've seen this flashback like 30 times in five different battles. This is stupid. Like it really pisses me off.
The problem with Bleach is that with just every like 10 episodes, it's like, okay, let's have a 5 episode of flashback. Someone's childhood.
Flashback
and then they die the next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that sort of throws it off. If you start seeing someone past like their childhood and all their friends and stuff, you're like, that guy's going to die.
Yeah.
They're making you like him.
Well, unless it's like not in the case of Naruto as much, because all Naruto's flashbacks are back to him as a little kid and people not letting him like play. That's all it is. And then he's like, I will, and then somehow that connects.
I will somehow become the biggest
something.
person in town.
I really think when they killed Krillin off, they should have made him stay dead.
Wait, oh my god, I haven't got that. Oh, okay, he comes back. Okay, I haven't gotten that.
Duh. They're like, oh, we can only bring someone back so many times, and then Namek Dragon's like, oh, you can bring anyone back as fucking many times as you want.
Yeah, I like how they at the beginning of the series, I was like, you can only be revived like twice or whatever it was.
I know.
And then later on, it's like, doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, I think the Namek Dragon disappears, so it's back to that.
Oh, yeah, it's
but
a different dragon, isn't it?
Yeah, the Namek Dragon's like a big fucking buff Bigelow dragon with little antennae.
I haven't watched it in so long.
And then Bulma, that stupid whore, hits on the dragon. She says the dragon's cute, and the dragon blushes. I'm like,
really?
Shut up, Burma. She hits on the dragon just out of the blue. That episode, she hit on Vegeta, she hit on the dragon, and she was acting all happy and shit, all in front of Yamcha, her boyfriend. They got back together. Yamcha. That's how Goku says his name every time.
Yeah, I know.
He's like Krillin, Gohan, Yamcha. Just Gohan. Just as fast as he can.
I really hated Gohan at first because all I do is yell, Daddy!
Yeah, that's all he does till he gets bigger.
But then,
that was so annoying.
but then eventually,
but then it sucks. He got cool, and you're like, wow, this kid's fucking powerful. He's like fighting all these bad guys because he thinks his dad's gonna die.
When he was
and
like
wow,
Teen
this
Trunks,
kid's pretty cool.
It was pretty cool. And like Cell Saga Trunks, was where he started to get pretty cool.
I really liked the episodes where he went through Bigelow's training. That they made.
I like the time
Bigelow
traveling
becomes
Trunks.
a father figure.
Oh yeah.
When he got the sword.
Oh yeah, Trunks, Future Trunks.
Yeah.
Like that was during Cell Saga. That was Android Saga actually. It's whenever he first came around. Because he was trying to stop the androids so Cell couldn't absorb them.
Yeah, he was cool.
So the game I'm looking forward to the most right now is Battlefront 3.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Star Wars Battlefront 3. I cannot wait.
Yeah, that's supposed to come out later this year.
Xbox One.
I hope if it doesn't come out on PC, I'm gonna be disappointed.
I think it is. I think it will. I think it is.
Vice is mainly a PC developing company. They usually put more work into the PC version.
Yeah.
So
I hate all the people saying like release it faster. I'm like, no, give it enough time.
Spend time.
Spend time on it. Make a good game. I'd much rather wait than just get a piece of shit that barely...
like half of the YouTube comments are like, it's a good thing EA will make them like release it a lot faster. And I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, give them more time.
It's like those kids who say on the Deadpool like rated R like video, they're all like, well, no, I can't see it anymore. I'm like, well, good, because like you're gonna like it.
ID'd at movies anyways.
Hey, but I'm like, well, you're gonna really like that it's rated R when you see it eventually.
But damn it, can't hear the conversation because my headset's messing up again.
Wow. It was like when I was 19, I went to a movie theater and I got carded. But the same day, I bought my giant tactical bayonet knife, and they didn't card me when I bought the big ass knife, but I carded when I went to go see a rated R movie.
This guy looks old enough, and then the movie theater guy's like, "Geez, if this guy sees a movie that he's not old enough, he might something bad might happen to him."
Yeah,
boobs
it was super fun. I don't even remember what movie it was. Some like
boobs and cussing turn you into murderers.
Yeah.
Have any of you guys seen the indoor footage from Battlefront 3?
Like, oh yeah, it looks really good.
So real.
Beautiful.
They're supposed to be releasing more stuff this they said early spring 2015, so pretty soon now they're going to be releasing more like gameplay or something.
Battlefront 3, I still think is one of my favorite, like, just first-person shooters or third-person shooters.
Battlefront 2.
I mean, Battlefront 2,
Wait,
not
sorry,
3.
can you repeat that? My
Battlefront 2 is still actually one of my favorite games.
Oh yeah, it's
like I can start playing Battlefront 2 and have just as much fun as I did when I like 5 years ago or whatever.
Oh well, I could on Xbox. On the PC, I haven't really gotten into it because there's so many bugs.
On the PC, yeah, you need like, especially since like BattleEye or whatever it's called, drop them.
Just get Game Ranger.
You have to get Game Ranger for it now.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty easy.
Battlefront 2 is still fun on the PC, but it's more fun on the Xbox.
Yeah, well, when it actually works on the PC, it's fun. I just had a bunch of issues.
The only thing I would have really liked Battlefront 2 to have kept from Battlefront 1 is air vehicles on infantry maps.
Oh, and another thing is third party armies. I liked like Tusken Raiders.
Oh yeah,
the
like
game.
the Tatooine maps.
There's
like
3 armies.
Yeah, the only way you can do that is the one game mode, like Hunt or whatever. You could play as some other thing.
But there's still not 3 armies fighting.
Oh, you mean 3 teams?
Yeah, Jules means like 3 factions. Yeah,
yeah,
like
that would be cool.
Because you'd have on the first one, you had Tusken Raiders, and then like Rebels and Stormtroopers or whatever, like all on one map, which was really cool.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be really cool. I don't know the limits of like the Xbox, and I think it was on PS2. What those had, like, they may not have just been able to run that, so.
Yeah.
But maybe they might with the PC. Or, well, with the new next-gen consoles and stuff, whenever Battlefield 3 comes out. Battlefront 3, not Battlefield 3.
Battlefield.
But that's mostly the only video game I'm, like, really looking forward to. But that's probably because I don't play a lot of video games.
Yeah, there's really none that are coming out. One thing, though, the Oculus Rift is supposed to come out with the full version this year. They're supposed to be full.
Yeah, I think
release.
I've been seeing some news about that.
Yeah,
didn't the creator, like the first guy who invented it, didn't he die? I think he got murdered.
I heard something about. I think he got hit by a car. Let me pull up.
Yeah, someone ran him. It was like a hit and run or something.
Yeah.
I don't know why that made me think of that, but what was I gonna say? Dang, I can't.
No, I'm looking forward to the Guild Wars 2 expansion. Hearts of Sorn.
I've been trying. I don't know if you guys noticed. I've been trying to. Every time you guys post Guild Wars stuff, I try to post a pornographic picture on Facebook.
I don't think it works.
I try to. Sometimes I see it on my phone. I don't have my computer with me, and I'll keep stuff on my phone. So I'm just like.
I just looked it up. The Oculus Rift creator he was a co-founder. Did die in It was a high-speed police chase, actually. He was hit.
They were chasing him, huh?
No, I think they were chasing somebody else, but he was hit during
Yeah, that person, yeah. That's a bummer.
Yeah. But there's still...
I think one of the...
Dodged it.
You know one game that's actually I've been looking at? I think it's called Life is Feudal or something on Steam. Yeah.
I don't know what that one is.
Oh, that game.
Yeah. You have like 100 skills.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, that's not what I was thinking of.
What's it called? Terrascaping, right?
Terraforming?
I was thinking of Life is Strange, but let's
No, it's called Life is Feudal on Steam, and it's like a terraforming early access game where it's like build whatever you want, fight other people, and there's like 100 skills, like herbivore stuff.
Yeah, I'm pulling up Steam right now to check it out.
Pulling, tool crafting, woodsman, wood crafting, stuff like that.
That's cool.
But it looks pretty fun to play as groups, but I still need to get a better computer before I get anything like that.
No, yeah, we do need to start doing is all playing DayZ together. That would be cool to stream.
Well,
although I hear that it's like hard to stream.
Yeah, I've had some issues getting it to capture, right?
It's a glitchy game.
Yeah.
just a little bit. I think the most dangerous thing on there are like the ladders.
Well, that's a problem. Like on all the forums I've been on, like half the population is pissed off.
Yeah.
I'm like, why would you get a game that says "Do not buy this game"?
Yeah.
And then try to play it seriously and win the game, and then get mad when you don't.
Life is Fuel. Yes, I do know this game. Sorry to interrupt, but yeah, I've seen some people play this. Like Nanners and them played it.
Yeah, I watched.
Huh?
It looks like it's the kind of game though that would suck
you're
me in.
mixing up with another game, Tyler.
It looks like that one game that they like. Did you watch the Chilled video where he usurped the throne?
No, that's a different game.
Oh, that is?
I gotta look it up.
What is that? Reign of Kings?
Yeah, Reign of Kings.
Oh,
that's the game you're thinking
never mind.
of.
It looks similar to Reign of Kings, then, at least from screenshots.
Yeah, Reign of Kings is basically Rust, but in medieval times.
Oh, okay. Well, I want that game. But anyways, continue with y'all's conversation.
Hey, Jules.
Yeah.
Do you think it'd be cool if like everyone started making '90s commercials again?
Oh yeah,
like,
I think the '90s
like
commercials are cool.
They're the best.
Great. They're very intense. They really
really push the product on you.
Yeah, they're really like buy this thing, parents. Your kids.
I really like the but I also like the no parents, no grown-ups suck, kids rule. You know, it's that kind of thing.
Yeah.
No one does that anymore.
Yeah, no parents allowed. Oh yeah, I wanted one series I thought of doing in the future is doing like prank calls in my like calling like sales commercials like where they're trying to sell like jewelry, like scamming you. It's just like hello, it's just like bye, and then it's just like I just screw them over. It's like credit card. And I like try, and then I give them like it's like what's your credit card number? And then I'm just like 1 5
1
1 and I just like all like that, and then there's just like awkward silence. I'm like, it's not working, sir. What? It's like it's not working. It's just like, oh, and then just like hang up. But like we're just like.
Jules, remember that one time we prank called Kayla Rin? They were having their fundraiser. Look access.
And Ian
yeah, it was me, you, and Ian.
I could buy some Swiss cheese, and then like.
No. But remember, we called them. Like they have alarms going off whenever they run into 100 so and so callers, right?
Yeah.
Like they're like, oh, we reached our 100th call. Oh, go off. Right when we called in, it happened.
Oh.
On the TV guy like cracked up on the phone and made a weird laughing noise, and I saw on the phone making like a puzzled face because when the list like, thank you for calling the fundraiser, I was just like, I started laughing because I saw I was the 100th caller, and I just hung up.
Well, Ian called them. Then Ian called him, and then he said, I want to buy some Swiss cheese. Or wait, I want the brandy and I want the cheese, and then you like hung up or something.
Oh, I think I remember y'all telling me about this. Like, what didn't like the lady on the TV show or whatever? Like, she like got like a really blank like stare like on her face after she took the call.
No. Not at all.
I think where'd they go?
Like, oh,
hello.
I think it was their internet shut down.
I think our internet dropped there. Real quick.
Okay, yeah, 'cause it was acting up whenever y'all were talking.
No, the host didn't look weirded out. The old lady.
No,
was
yeah, the
answering
old lady,
phone.
yeah, that was answering the phone because it was one of those, whatever, thons, call-a-thons or whatever.
But I just get naturally mad at those like info commercials where they're like scamming old people.
Yeah.
I'm just like, you could buy that, so like it's literally like they're conning them. So I just want to like really screw with them.
I don't know. Like, if I see an ad on like just like random ads on the internet or just on billboards, I'm like, okay, advertisement. But whenever I see like a commercial on TV, I'm like, I don't trust you. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't. I feel like whenever they're selling a product, I'm just like, I don't.
You know what's
I'm not gonna buy that.
You know what's really trustworthy? Every single time I go on my email. There's all these. There's always.
Computer lady.
There's so many single women. And
Astronaut Cowboy.
And they always look very beautiful, and I click on it and I hit download.
You
Put in your credit card number.
My computer starts acting up.
Do you meet any single ladies or no?
No, it's just.
I like clicking on the one where it's new health insurance. Click on your age and give us your information. So I click on it because it shows a confused old man on the phone on the ad. I'm like, that's me, and then I click on it and then I tell them all the information to the nice Indian man on the phone.
I always click on the one that says one new trick to eat healthy, and it shows like a dead rotten goat on the side of the road.
You'll never believe eating this will make you lose weight. And it shows like some weird gross like pus thing, and I'm like,
yeah.
Like, what the fuck is that?
I feel like just only old people click on there like, oh really, and they click on there like, oh.
I like this advertisement I put in the chat.
Oh, let me see.
Oh, there it is.
Dime. DJ EJDGJJDJD said dime in the Twitch chat.
Dime?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, dime.
Dime.
Man.
He's not here anymore. But that's what they said.
Well, fuck that guy.
I didn't notice it because I haven't been looking over there.
Okay.
I hope he runs into many problems in life, and I hope his family is not wealthy.
You don't know anything about this guy.
I know that he stopped watching.
Could have been like a foreign man and thought dime was like, good job, boy.
Dime.
Like he's like, dime.
I give you dime. That's what I make in 2 weeks over in India.
Yeah.
He's trying to give us his credit card number, but he just gave us the amount that he was going to give us, so we just hit dime. Dime.
I'll be right back 1 second.
Bye-bye.
It's not acceptable.
Bye-bye. I actually
someone get him.
Step away too to get me a drink.
Wonder what Trent's up to.
I don't know.
Oh no.
I'll be back though.
I think he's up to some shenanigans.
Oh, look at me.
What's up with
Riker though?
Hey Jules, hey, wait, if Captain T. Kirk had a holodeck, would he use it for the same purposes as Riker uses it for?
He would use it for probably worse. No, he'd be a more romantic.
No,
because Captain Kirk
would be like Captain Kirk would be. He likes doing the dance, guys, but he never actually does the dirty deed.
Now, here's the real question though. Here's the real question.
Yeah.
If you had a holodeck, what would you do with it?
I would become a cowboy and an astronaut on the same day.
What? Sorry. What?
Astronaut Cowboy.
You know what I would do?
Wait.
Lasso some asteroids.
But what I would do with the holodeck is I would gather up all my friends and we would actually have a D&D session.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that,
Oh,
Jules.
that'd
Like,
be awesome.
like that would be pretty.
That would be really cool. Like literally, you could just really get into character then. Like you could even like maybe morph your appearance for other people to see you as.
Although I do have to say, I'm sure I would have those nights. You know, those long nights.
Those lonely long nights
I need
at the desk.
I need a computer lady. And then I wouldn't be as creepy as Riker. I wouldn't smell her and say, "You're a computer," but
I would love to.
That's so good.
That was weird.
I wouldn't do that. I would just be like, "You're a computer, and I'm going to use you for masturbation."
But you know what?
Sorry,
I'm going
nothing
to
to do about it.
So if you were to do things with a computer girl in a holodeck, would it still be considered masturbation?
I think so.
No, because listen, guys.
No, it would.
No, guys, listen.
It's the same as using like a fleshlight. It's the same in a device.
It'd be like
AI
sexual
sex.
stimulation, but masturbating would be like under your control. A holodeck.
Well, you could say stop program whenever you want.
Well, the thing is like if you set up a camera that just didn't detect all the like actual holograms and stuff. I mean, it's a holodeck. They're holograms.
Some guy humping air.
Riker. Guys.
It's just like on all fours, just humping the air, like whoa.
But picture this, Joel. That episode we saw.
Wait, what happens when you actually kiss? Like, this is just on the floor. You gotta get like a holodeck towel just to wipe it up.
It just messes with your mind.
Holodeck towel.
The thing is,
oh jeez,
Joel.
What? Okay, what?
That last episode where Riker was being a total creep with the computer lady.
He has needs, Jules.
You could just if you set up like a camera that didn't detect the holodeck, he'd be like hugging himself like you smell so good and you feel great.
It looks so sad.
He's just like dancing with, and then he
pressing up against nothing,
pretending to play a trombone with like black people, just like
yeah, like he's just staring at him. He's just there, air tromboning. He's just tromboning the air, just like,
do you love me? Just so
oh, that'd be so funny. Oh god.
Yeah.
Imagine if Wesley snuck into the program and saw his like idol, like Picard, like pumping some like imaginary thing, and Wesley's like, oh no, oh.
I wonder if Wesley uses.
Do you think
that,
Wesley has aughts? Do you think he has aughts?
Oh yeah, he's an aughts kid, dude. If he was alive today, he would be flagged.
What is it, Jules? The sweaters, the way he talks about stuff.
Okay, the way he talks about stuff, he always wears sweaters. He's like over obsessed about really wanting to go up on the deck. He's like, I want to.
He also did not notice when something was clearly wrong with his mom. His mom was acting like a fucking zombie, and he's like, oh well, aughts people can't feel emotions. It's true.
Yeah,
sorry guys. Sorry.
No emotions.
It is true.
They do like Minecraft though.
They love Minecraft in a weird way. They make songs about it too.
Everyone loves Minecraft, but there's a new level of love when you have 15 Minecraft hoodies, you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, yeah,
Minecraft
that's true.
Well,
there's love for Minecraft, then there's aughts love for Minecraft.
You have it on your phone, you have it on your tablet, you have it on your computer, and you even have a cum rag. That's a creeper.
Yeah.
You're like, look at my green rocket, my green explosive stick. Yes,
my green explosive stick.
I actually want to see if that's a thing, like if that exists.
What?
Wait a second.
But
a Minecraft creeper cum rag.
I mean, there's probably creeper.
Oh, people are gonna look through my history now and then
for that.
I don't care.
What?
Well, there's pictures of pillows. Jules, do you think Gary Coleman would be able to be a fine cadet in the Space Federation?
No.
Why? But imagine how cute this would be. George LaForge with the little Gary Coleman sitting on his shoulder. He's like, hey, my little buddy engineer. Gary Coleman even has the same visor.
You know what though? Joel, you are right though about Jordy LaForge.
Yeah.
He is not good with the ladies. He always says something.
Ladies.
You remind me of my nephew.
I can imagine him saying that to a girl on a date. He's like, you remind me of my niece. He just like says that, and the girl's just creeped out.
He would say something like that because he does not know what to say.
He would make a good friend.
Yeah, he would. He's a trustful man.
I think he'd be like one of those friends, but not like a friend. Like you have those fake conversations with. Like, his
really
are fake.
Well, I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to watch Freezing in the same room with him. I'd feel a little weirded out.
When he started masturbating, Jules.
Yeah, he's blind. He's like, I'm blind. You can't see me because he doesn't think about it logically.
No, he's blind, so he doesn't know he's doing it. He doesn't have to feel it.
Yeah.
I think that's actually a thing though, where it's like like those little like things you have like some people twitch their neck, some people what's it called?
Oh, there's obsessive masturbation.
Fuck. No, there's people who
knuckles.
Tourette's.
Oh, Tourette's.
Masturbation Tourette's.
Oh, Tourette's.
Well, Tourette's is twitching Tourette's. I thought that was something else.
I thought Tourette's was.
I think it's a combination because it twitches.
Yeah, because Tourette's.
Some people twitch, some people scream. It just depends.
Okay. I thought I knew.
Squat and take a dump.
So it depends on the person.
What we're talking about?
Well, I think we should talk about an important issue like autism. Let's talk about autism.
First of all, people are freaking out.
Oh wait,
like,
no. Anti-vaxxers.
Yeah.
Anti-vaxxers.
Vax gave my kid autism. No, your child therapist gave your kid autism. You bring a normal kid to a child therapist, and that child therapist is going to find something wrong with that kid. Why? So the therapist can sell the family pills for the kid who's not.
They can get paid for more sessions.
The whole autism awareness thing.
What's the therapist going to want to do? Find something wrong with the kid, or tell the kid he's fine? You don't need to come to me anymore.
Make money.
Yeah, he wants to make money.
No.
So,
guys,
Billy, backwards baseball cap, sports clothes. He's like a normal kid. Take him there. He's got autism. Something's wrong with him.
The entire autism awareness thing is BS because the only person who needs to be aware of autism is if you actually have a serious form of autism.
The guy's like, screaming.
Well, that's a serious form of autism.
If a kid acts sort of weird in social situations, doesn't mean something's wrong with them.
It's probably just a non-social kid.
It just means they shouldn't. They're just less loud, talkative.
They're just putting they're putting like a tab on normal. Like, what is normal?
Yeah.
There's no such thing as normal.
If you're not conservatively normal, you have autism. And here, take these.
Not normal.
Take these pills to be loud like everybody else.
Normal people are pure Aryans. That's what Hitler had in mind. Hitler
normal enough.
Pretty
find all the
much.
autistic kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty
I mean,
much.
he
So
did.
yeah, all those people who are trying to fix autism, you're all a bunch of Aryans.
Well, the entire thing that's like shared all over social media, like Autism Day was like a few weeks ago, and it's like everyone wear blue for Autism Day. It's like
Fuck
Autism Day. It's in a day to sell drugs. If you put more awareness to autism, people are going to want to get their kids checked out. When they get
You know why
there
was no autism scare in like the 60s and 50s? Because there was no such thing as child therapists.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was also no such thing as Facebook and the annoying like things. Share this to spread awareness towards something.
We love Jesus.
Oh wait, share this if you're against child abuse. Like, dang, I guess I better share that, or people think I'm pro child abuse.
Sometimes I just
Might as well share this one, or else people are gonna think I'm a racist.
What I do is I just like it when they say that. Like, wait, what? Like, they don't know what to do. You know, it's just like I like it, but I don't share it. It's just like share if you like child abuse, or like if you don't like child abuse. I should hit share if you like child abuse.
I say I was abused as a child, and it made me who I am today. So I'm pro child abuse.
The thing I hate most though is like. It's like thousands of Africans die from genocide like each year. Share this. It's like if you want to help them. It's like, what does that do? Or no, not even share, but like this. If you don't want Africans to die on die by genocide.
I can like this or send them money. I'm gonna like this because it's easier and I'll feel better about myself.
Yeah.
What will I accomplish? Nothing, except I'm like, well, I did something good today.
What kind of people I really hate though is the people who like film themselves doing nice deeds because they're only doing nice deeds to become more popular.
Oh yeah, all right. If I was a homeless man and these kids ran up to me with their flip cams and they started filming me saying, "Here, sir, have $1," I'd be pissed. I'm like, you're gonna use me to get famous.
Yeah.
Like,
You're just
give me
gonna post
$1.
this
You
on
don't
the
need to
internet.
get famous from it.
Smack that camera out the hand.
Give me a
There's a lot of funny cringe videos of these homeless men. Like, this one guy walked up to this homeless guy like with the camera and gave him like food and stuff, and the guy just started pouring it on the ground, just not even eating it.
Then the guy's like says all like poetically like, "Why are you wasting it?" Like he thinks it's some deep meaning, and then he just throws the can at the guy.
He's like, "Fuck off, dude!" Just yells at him, "Give me money for drugs. I don't want your grape soda."
Honestly, if I see some starving homeless guy, I'll buy him a taco. I'll like toss it out and say here, and like walk away. That's like the most I'm gonna do. Like I'm not. Like cringe completions, they're full of these things. There's this guy, like of course, wearing a freaking fedora, and he's filming this. He's filming this like middle class lady just like sitting in her like car with her like kids in the back. He's like, this woman had her eggs on top of her car, and I was just passing by, and I went out of my way. I walked up to her, and the lady's just kind of staring, like kind of wanting to leave, you know, just like okay. And then
he's like, this guy?
And he's just like, and I warned her. I said, "Ma'am, your eggs are on it." And I walked up and I gave her eggs. I'm not a hero. I'm not a hero.
I'm not a hero.
I'm not a hero.
No, you're not a hero. You're not a hero. You're basically just not being an asshole. But
You saved some person like the $2 for the eggs.
We were actually like a month or two ago. We were at the Dairy Queen in town.
Yeah.
And you know the van we have. We were at the drive-thru in the van waiting for our food. Yeah. And apparently we had like a pair of like pliers or something.
Oh, on the back.
On the back, and somehow, like on the bump.
Yeah.
Didn't fall off. Some creepy old dude jumped out of his car behind us and grabbed it and walked up, and our windows were open.
Smashed the window.
We're talking about how like we almost just drove off because he freaked us out.
Wait, was he trying to get the pliers backwards? Like, give me your teeth.
Like he was he looked kind of like a homeless guy, almost like a druggy type of guy.
What the hell's he doing in the car?
Brandishing some piece of metal and coming up to our driver's side door. He's like trying to mock us.
He's like, "Give me your burgers," and we're like, "We haven't gotten them yet." And he's just, "All right, I'll wait."
All right, I'll wait.
Back to I'm gonna go back here a second. Back to my girl Chenille.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
One good thing about her
is your girl
is
Chenille?
that-
Is she an anti-vaxxer?
I don't know. I don't talk to her about
her family doesn't know what vaccine is.
She's
they're from
sick.
Detroit.
She's always
I forgot about that.
She keeps coughing up blood, but it's natural.
Natural.
But anyway, I was like,
if she's shooting blood out of her vagina and coughing it up, then there's something wrong. Too much blood.
It's blood. It's blood. It's part of your body. It's natural.
Farm
but
her
anyway,
blood. Sell her blood.
I do. I get it.
Okay.
I walk up to hospitals. Say I'd like to donate this blood. It's like, is it yours? Yeah. I just pass it over and walk away. It's just I feel nice about it. But no, if I'm
not a hero.
I'm not a hero.
Yeah, I'm not a hero, guys.
No, I'm not a hero.
I'm just fucking 6 eggs. So.
But no, as I was saying about the shield,
half a dozen. I think you can only buy a dozen eggs.
No, you can get like 2 dozens or like the one that's like 4 dozens.
2 dozens. But,
now
I'm asking what's the smallest?
The smallest, you can get like 6 eggs.
What's like the smallest, like 6?
Yes, it's something, or
4. I can imagine there being like this little fancy container for 2 eggs, and it's like heirloom chicken eggs, and it's just like $12 for these 2 fucking eggs, and some guy with a ponytail is looking at it in Whole Foods right now. He's like, "Oh, save the chickens and throws it in his basket.
Save the chickens, save the world.
Save the chickens from Tyson, the chicken nuggets." I looked up for Minecraft Creeper Cumrag, and all I found were sex mods for Minecraft.
I didn't find
Oh yeah, that's something for me.
There's fishing rods sticking out of their pelvises. Yeah,
I've never seen that.
I think there's actually sex videos on YouTube, Minecraft sex videos, and it's like people bumping on beds.
It's for autistic kids. That's the only thing that'll turn them on.
The only way they can make love, Jules, through Minecraft.
Yeah. Joel, remember when you used to play
Wait, that's how they're spreading. They're impregnating each other through Minecraft.
Joel,
that's why there's so many
remember a long time ago, we used to play online, and we were,
when you and I were strapping young men, and we looked. Yeah.
But no, we were griefing people's bases, and like we went into these people's bases. Remember, they were in bed and they were like crouching over each other, and we're like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, we killed them.
We just killed them. Yeah,
they're like, you ruined our moment.
Killed them right in the middle of having sex.
Was that the same map where we were writing out porn stories and selling them for in-game money?
Oh yeah, erotica.
I want to do that.
Dude, I made enough money. I made enough money to buy diamond armor. It was actually like a living. It was my job.
Well, so we had fans. We had like people who were like, "Hey, when's your guys' next novel gonna be?" I'm like, "I'm making one." It's like
one night I'll write like a dozen. I'll come on every once in a while. I'll press tab. I'll see if my usuals are on. I'll tell them, "Hey, I got a new book." They sell it to me for like $500. I sell a couple more. I buy my diamond armor, and then I go PvP, and then I sell books again until I need to get more armor. It was the perfect system.
Yeah, it sounds awesome.
I'm surprised we weren't banned, because a lot of ours were pretty graphic. You know, you got the bestiality stuff, the necrophilia stuff.
Well, I had a lot of weird incest stuff, too.
Oh, yeah, you did have that, too. You also had
I had
necrophilia. No, you had pedophile stuff, but it was a mature lady and a little boy. That's what you had.
Yeah, no, it was a...
Little boy got lost in the forest, and this forester lady, this park ranger lady, she's like, "Come with me, boy."
Yeah, no, that was like the first one I wrote.
Let me teach
the
you
weirdest, I think the most graphic one I wrote was the one where the kid lived with his grandma and parents, like his grandma lived with him. Let me tell you.
Don't tell it. Oh, it's too good. The little boy and his grandma. Oh, jeez.
Anyway. No, but their parents were the little boy's parents were doing it, and the little boy's like, oh, and he starts watching, and then the grandma walks up, he's like, oh, I see you're watching, I want to watch too, and then they jacked each other off watching, and then the parents kicked open the door and saw it, and that's what they finished.
Oh,
grandma! It's like, oh, grandma, but it was great.
It was like a whole big incest thing with grandma.
And I sold it to some some kid. Like, it wasn't one of our regulars.
I told this kid it was just normal porn, and he sold it to him.
I said, hey kid, do you like? I was like, hey kid, you like porn? He's like, yeah. yeah. And he's like, I could tell he was like really young because his spelling was like really like messed up.
Yeah.
He spelled wrong. He spelled
and I was like, you want
yeah.
it's like yeah. But I was like, do you want some? He's like, sure. It's like, and then I was like, gave him it, and then he like read it. He's just like got really quiet, and I was like, what did you think? And he's just like,
I thought he like left the server. He never came back.
Yeah, I saw him reading it for a while, and then he just kind of stopped, and like I know he threw it on the ground. Some other guy picked it up. One of our and that guy actually became a fan. The guy who picked it up because he's like, whoa, because it shows who wrote it. And
yeah.
he's like, whoa, can we make more of these? And I was like, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Guys,
topic.
Do you think...
Just stay quiet. Topic. As soon as it comes to your head.
Jesus, first of all, wasn't a white man. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Jesus
was
a Arabian man from the Middle East. He probably had a beard. He probably was
very patchy.
It's
a very patchy chin strap.
Probably wore terrorist-like looking clothes, and he screamed at people in Hebrew, I think, because he was Jewish.
Yeah, it was Hebrew. Most likely. Because he is from that area.
Yeah, because the Last Dinner, you know that big painting?
Yeah.
Last Supper,
whatever the fuck it's called. That was their Passover dinner, which is a Jewish tradition.
Yeah.
Yes. A lot of people don't know that. They think he's Christian, but I was like, Christianity was made 200 years after his death.
Sexiness wears thin after a while, and beauty fades. But to be married to a man who makes you laugh every day, now that's a real treat.
What's that?
Shut the fuck up.
I've heard that before.
Okay, you know the all-female cast for the new Ghostbusters. Do you think we're gonna if he said not as good? If he said not as good as the
that I'm sharing the Jesus picture.
A lot of feminists are gonna scream at us saying that we're sexist because we like the man version. That's why I feel
they probably will, but
I don't think the normal ones will.
Most people probably won't.
Just because you get mad at guys.
That's stupid, Tom.
Well, because they're freaking feminists. I mean, most people will probably agree that the first one's better just because it's the first one and it's like a classic kind of thing.
A remake, classic.
What are we talking about? Ghostbusters?
Talking about female Ghostbusters.
They are coming out with an all-female Ghostbusters, correct?
Yeah, I know.
I just imagine like a cross-dresser Bill Murray.
No, they should do the original cast.
Let's
just
get
all
all
cross-dressed.
up and fight some ghosts.
You know what's weird is that they just CGI'd the entire film, but had women voice them, and it's just exact same stuff.
Not really bad.
Weird CGI, weird bad CGI.
You know, that really bad, just CGI, like those dirt, YouTube poop kind of CGI stuff. I want to learn how to just make CGI stuff like that. That's just so cringeworthy. It's just
it's so good.
It's so fucking funny.
That would be good.
It is.
That would be good.
What was I gonna say? What was it? It was we're talking about. Oh yeah, what about feminists who get mad at guys who sit with their legs open? Have you heard about those?
Never.
It doesn't surprise me.
Dudes, we have balls. We need to sit with our legs open.
It's mostly in big metropolis-like cities with subways because a guy sits in a seat and you naturally usually start sitting with your legs open.
Because that's just a natural way.
Girls have been girls are saying that it's sexist because our legs are getting too close to their seats, so they're getting mad that guys are doing that and all men should sit with their legs crossed. I'm like, excuse me, ma'am. We have balls and a wiener that are sticking out.
The thing is,
what I've heard of this story was actually that it was guys being assholes and refusing to take. They actually were taking up other seats.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like,
together.
There are some douchey guys that spread their legs out.
All men.
No, that is actually what it is. That's what every one of those that I've heard has been men refusing to stop taking up other seats.
But you know what's funny? It's the breast cam thing to see how often men look at breasts. And I was just like, well, yeah, men look at breasts. That's not new news. People were just gee,
you got us.
Dang.
Looking at breasts for the most part is purely a biological. You want to prevent it.
It's gonna happen.
The reason, oh well, those were nice, and then just keep going.
Well, like
the reason
your
for that
body
is
naturally
evolution.
just does that subconsciously.
Yeah.
Because your body is looking for a mate to bear children. That's why we prefer curves, because they can bear children easier.
Our purpose of being Earth
Bigger
is
breasts,
find food,
it's easier
find,
for breastfeeding.
make babies. That's why we're
reproduce.
here.
Yeah,
That's why men generally like larger breasts, is because of that. You can breastfeed more children, basically. So that's why we look at boobs, ladies. Sorry.
But Jules, remember that one thing you're telling me about? The guy where he
dick cam.
Yeah, he put a big bulge in his pants. And
well, no, it was natural bulge. I think.
It was a natural bulge.
Maybe he was just lying. Maybe he was just lying.
I think he was wearing real skinny jeans, though, right?
Yeah, he was wearing pretty skinny jeans, but all the women just kind of looked at him, like took pictures of it.
Yeah, they took pictures.
Like it was.
It was
like
like pictures. Let me try to find it.
They would like readjust their phones, and like you would see like the the pic being taken. So actually, girls, you guys apparently are always checking out the guys below the belt. You're always taking peeks down there and pictures.
They're called penises.
Yes,
They're looking at guys' penises.
They're
Stop looking at guys' penises.
Penis.
Yeah.
I mean,
don't look at my penis.
We look. We don't take pictures though. Usually.
Don't look at it. You can touch it though, but don't look.
You know, most places in Asia, you're not allowed to turn off the shutter sound because
actually in Japan, I think it's illegal.
It actually is. It's illegal in Japan to have a phone
because
without shutter sound.
There's so many dang men there. They need more ladies there.
Yeah.
Well, especially in China. In China, like I remember I was listening to Sleepycast, and they were talking because mix.
Yeah, like
China,
every 5,000 girls, there's 5,000 men. There's like 5 girls.
Well, like you go on like Tinder, and it's just like man. You see girl, it's like oh, and you're just like
and then you see that guy sort of looks like a girl. Yeah, you're like, oh look, oh wait, never mind, that's just a guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm watching that video.
That's why Asians make such good cross-dressers.
Exactly.
It's because there's no women over there, so they started having to dress up as women.
Jules, remember that? Oh, Jules, remember that 80s? Remember that TV channel we used to have called the Cool TV?
Yeah.
And they would have 80s at 8.
Yeah.
Remember that guy, that 80s guy, and you actually thought it was a girl?
Yeah.
What are they called? It's called Global something. It's called Global Village, maybe? Or World Village. It was some 80s band back then, and it was like this guy, he wore female clothes, he put ruby red lipstick, but he had like 5 o'clock shadow. And I was like, that's a big cross-dresser. Okay, Jules, everyone.
Yes.
I don't know about you, but I am an old-fashioned guy. I've always preferred Princess Leia instead of Padme.
Yeah, definitely.
I think Natalie Portman's a little overrated, honestly.
Natalie Portman, she's one of those she's pretty to look at, but Carrie Fisher, she's a real woman, all right? She's a woman. She's not a girl like Padme.
I'm a fan of the Twi'leks.
Oh,
yeah?
Twi'lek?
Twi'lek. Oh, that's I think it's pronounced Twi'lek.
Is it really?
We can all say
I think we can all agree.
Star Wars 6, the Jabba's Hutt Palace was like, the scene to go to.
Yeah. Oh, what are y'all's how do y'all feel about Star Wars 7? Like, what do you expect from that?
I'm looking
Repeat that.
what are you thinking about Star Wars 7? I'm naturally nervous, but from what I've been just on the research I've done, it's not going to be as bad as the prequels. They're trying to keep it more original.
Yeah.
Well, you can't really go back more worse than the prequels at this point, I think.
Well, besides 3. 3 was good. 1 though.
3 was good.
Was
you can't get worse than 1.
Are you okay?
Misa Jar Jar Binks.
Will I ever see you again, Mommy? I'm gonna leave forever, and this is what a real kid would sound like when he's gonna leave.
At least they got a really good actor to portray him in Star Wars 2.
Yes.
Oh boy, Hayden Christian.
It's not fair. I'm gonna rape you.
Basically,
those romance scenes were like cringy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm actually looking forward to 7.
I'm looking forward.
Especially since I saw the trailer.
I guess. Yeah, the trailer looked alright.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that how they're filming it with actual film and using puppets and stuff. It's not CGI.
Yeah.
They are?
That's the thing. The only things they're going to use CGI for are the things you really need to. The problem with
cool.
Star Wars 2 and 3 is that they use CGI for every single scene. Every single scene they ever filmed was a big blue screen and big blue props.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
One scene was actually on location. And
But that's
So they're
the
doing
main
more
problem
on
with The
location stuff. Then.
they're doing more on location stuff, more props, more puppets, more actual physical things, less CGI.
Well,
because CGI is okay, but they can always overdo it.
Well, yeah, they can overdo it. Well, for location stuff, yeah, I feel like that's overdoing it in every single scene. But when it comes to like characters, like aliens and stuff, I can definitely. I mean, CGI has gotten really good when it comes to humanoid, like
that's the
people
thing.
and stuff.
I don't know. I don't know if it's just because I'm old fashioned, but like if I see a really, really, really good CGI scene and I see it, I'm like, that's CGI. But when I see like a really nice puppet prop, I'm like, wow, that's real. I don't know. It's different. Like if I see an actual on-set scene, like let's say they redid Indoor with CGI, but they used like the best CGI around, the original Indoor scene still would have looked better than me because it's an actual scene.
I'm kind of the opposite.
Ferns.
When it comes to location, the real location is definitely gonna look better. It's just the more like the creatures, like the aliens and stuff. I would like Yoda. I would much prefer Yoda. I like the CGI Yoda from the prequels over the puppet Yoda.
I like the puppet, but I like the puppet mostly because of just nostalgia.
That's the thing. The very first Star Wars movies I ever watched was the first 3.
Yeah, same here.
And I watched them like the theatrical versions like 5 times a day because I was a weird homeschooler kid and that's all I did. But so I don't know if that's just because I grew up watching only the originals.
I don't know.
Those were like the first movies
it
my
may
mom
just
and dad
be,
let me watch.
It may just be like my kind of line of work and hobbies and stuff that I enjoy the newer like advances in cinema technology and stuff like that. That is why I enjoy the CGI like creatures and stuff. But I don't know.
Well, I do enjoy a lot of the CGI. It's just that I also like the sense of realism, like switching off from Star Wars, like the new Hobbit movies.
I haven't seen them.
I didn't like those really much.
That's what I'm like talking about when over CGI, like Goblin Town scene where they're literally like just flying through everywhere, just like magically not dying, like not dying from things that should kill them, just like falling down this massive like chasm. Rolling off of all these like random things, and like the river scene when they were like leaving what's it called?
Elven City.
There's stupid barrels of empty wine or whatever. All that for me was like a little overdone. I mean, like the thing I liked about the original Lord of the Rings is like when I saw those orcs and stuff, they looked like real because they were like guys in costumes and stuff. But they did use a lot of CGI stuff where they needed it, and I think
basically for like the big armies they would CGI and stuff like that.
I'm like, well, duh, you have to do that. So
there's no way you're gonna get like this huge army of people.
And I like the CGI stuff where it makes things where you can imagine things better. But the problem with me is when the movie's just CGI, then I'm like, this feels more like I don't know.
I mean, CGI is really easy to overdo. So I see where
Lord of the Rings, though. Like with Lord of the Rings, for me, like all the battle scenes looked a lot more gritty and realistic. Like for me, watching an actor hit another actor with like a sword with special effects always looks a lot better than CGIing, like hitting a CGI goblin with like a clean sound effect. Like Lord of the Rings, like when they hit people with swords, it was like you hear like bones crushing and stuff. But the new Hobbit was like a quick slicing sound effect, like sling.
Well,
like,
that's definitely on the
grittiness and violence. The Hobbit, first of all, it was for a younger audience.
But they're not trying. But Peter Jackson wasn't really going for that. He's trying to make it more like the Lord of the Rings. I mean, otherwise he wouldn't have added so many gritty deaths to like the dwarves and stuff. I mean, on the book it's just like, he got hit by an arrow. We don't know how he died. But like on the movie, it's like, he's like grabs him and like stabs him on the back and like blood comes out of his mouth. I'm like, geez, this is like you're going from children's book to like well, just the fact that it was PG-13 even. It should have been like the Hobbit should have been PG, more of like he was going for a Lord of the Rings type tone.
Was,
but I don't think he really created that.
Well, I think if he wanted to go for Lord of the Rings, it literally would have been filmed just like Lord of the Rings, all in New Zealand, with a bunch of dwarves running around with the Bilbo Baggins. But I also would have. I don't know. I know it wouldn't have done good in theater, like in box office revenues. It wouldn't have made a lot of money because people wouldn't dig it. Yeah. But I would have thought it would have been pretty cool to do just like strict to the book, like one movie. Yeah. They didn't need to split into 3 movies. No White Orc, just like the book, and it wouldn't be nearly as exciting or action packed. But it would be neat to finally see a movie that just follows the book perfectly.
It would have been good for the diehard Tolkien fans.
Exactly. Yeah. See, the only place that exists is on forums with a bunch of 30-year-old men dads complaining about Hobbit movies. So yeah. Those are, I think a lot of those should just be fantasies, though, because that's never ever going to happen.
Oh no, there's no way. And even if they did it wouldn't like appeal to even certain groups that fit in this group of wanting to see that kind of film.
Yeah.
But I do think my only problem with The Hobbit was I think with if they would have balanced out the CGI more, because every scene did have a form of CGI in it. If they would have balanced it out a little bit more, I think it would have made a pretty good movie.
Oh yeah. I don't know because I haven't seen it, but I know CGI does stuff like that.
The movie I'm looking most forward to, like more so than Star Wars, is actually probably the Deadpool movie.
Oh yeah.
It looks like it's going to be pretty cool. Yeah, which is good. You can't really have Deadpool with PG-13.
Yeah.
Oh no!
I'm excited for there's Daredevil about to come.
Oh yeah, Netflix. It's like it's TV mature. It's supposed to be like real dark and gritty.
God, Austin, no one cares about blind, deaf, bad, guys who fly around and run in the walls. No one.
I was about to say I never really got into Daredevil.
No big deal. Daredevil's never dig this stuff.
I think his comics are pretty cool. I don't know.
I mean, he's all right. I don't have anything against him.
I've read a couple. I just rip on him for being blind, but yeah.
I never got into him. That's just my main thing.
My favorite like Marvel superheroes is probably just Wolverine because he's fan favorite since I was a little kid. But like Deadpool, Punisher's pretty cool.
Who do you think is who do you think is the dorkiest Well, like the least favorite X-Men character.
Okay, I don't know. Personal least favorite is Cyclops.
Cyclops?
I was gonna say Cyclops too. Cyclops is a faggot.
He's an asshole. He's just like, especially on the comics.
Hey, Wolverine, back off. Jean's mine.
Yeah, and then like Wolverine's not even doing anything. He's just like, nah. I don't know. And then and Cyclops, he wanted to like on the comics. When like Jean was like in the hospital and like all the X-Men were split up and like dying, Charles Xavier's like, all the X-Men are dying. I can feel it. You gotta go save me. He's like, nah, I'm staying with Jean. She's the girl I love. He's like, what? He's like, the X-Men gotta do something on their own. That's like what he said. And I was like, Jesus, what? He's just unpredictable. Sometimes he's all like honorable and stuff. Sometimes
that's what you're saying, Jules. And I actually am starting to see this in more things than just X-Men. Danger 5 is pretty much the same as X-Men.
It is. Well, the 70s X-Men. Like Nightcrawler is Pierre.
Jules showed me some scenes. Jules showed me some pages from his comics. Nightcrawler is Pierre. His human form is this like Puerto Rican looking guy with a little mustache. Yeah. And he has like a little wavy hair, and he's like concerned about all of his friends and stuff. He's like,
let me tell you. Okay. Yeah, the movie Nightcrawler was just like this kind of emotionless guy, I guess. But he was all shy. On the comic book, they're like fighting Magneto or something. Like everyone's like dying. It's all going to crap. And then like Colossus is trying to protect Storm because he really liked Storm. And Nightcrawler has a little thought bubble. Colossus likes Storm. I hope he gets her. Like I'm like, what the hell? You're like dying. Why do you care about your friends' relationships right now? And then later if the Nightcrawler's like watching Colossus later when he's like getting with some girl, and Nightcrawler's like like getting all like happy for his friend, like overly happy. He's Pierre. Cyclops is Tucker. No one likes him. He's like serious and unpredictable. Goes crazy really easy. On the comic books, after Jean dies, he becomes a fisherman. He becomes a little sailing fisherman.
Wait. some of these people might want to watch. Some of the people in this conversation right now might want to watch Danger 5 later, and they might not want to know some.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Trent. Trent, you didn't watch all of it. You were on your computer a lot through it, but you watched most of the second season.
I was paying
attention.
Sure.
Yeah.
I like Danger 5. I watched a couple episodes the other day, and I thought it was really good.
Yeah. No, it's a weird show, but
yeah.
It's unique. But that's why I like it.
Yeah. I know I mentioned this
I could
on...
definitely tell they were taking a lot of stuff from X-Men.
I know I mentioned this on the Arma video, but I love how... what's the one guy, the Italian guy? Piers? Something like that? No, not Piers.
Nobody. Yeah.
Sometimes he acts like he's French, sometimes he acts like he's Italian, sometimes he's Mexican.
Yeah, well, that guy. What's his name?
Yeah.
Pierre. That's his name. Okay. I love how anytime somebody dies around him, he learns a new drink. And he always is able to make the perfect so-and-so.
Nightcrawler on X-Men, who is basically Pierre, every time they go like anywhere that's not like America, Nightcrawler will run into an old friend. That old friend will usually die. Friend will usually die. Like half a percent of the time, it's just like, oh, he's dead, or he has or he goes to some friend, he's like, hey, where's that chick I was with? She's dead. Oh, like all of Nightcrawler's friends always die. It's hilarious.